When we think of sustainability, we picture solar panels, EVs, and carbon credits. But what if the real climate challenge is skills? This is the story of how a road marking company turned into a green talent incubator. Welcome back to BizCase Studio, where we turn real world business challenges into lessons you can use in class, career, or your next big idea. Today's case highlights the WJ Group and their innovative Green Skills Lab, a learning platform designed to close the sustainability skills gap in the infrastructure sector. Let's see in a summary of what exactly the entire case study is. This initiative was born from a simple yet pressing challenge. The UK's infrastructure sector is underprepared for a low carbon future. WJ Group responded by creating the Green Skills Lab, a partnership driven education first response to prepare workers for tomorrow's challenges. So, before we dug deep into the case study, let us learn about WJ Group. WJ Group is one of the UK's leading road marking and highway safety companies. While they may not sound like a climate hero at first glance, WJ has become a pioneer in low carbon infrastructure and sustainable road design. This culture of responsibility set the stage for what came next. What was the problem, or what was the actual um, challenge for the WJ group? The UK's infrastructure industry faced a serious issue. The demand for climate conscious, sustainability skilled workers was rising, but the workforce wasn't ready. Traditional training programs lagged behind, and the green transition risked being slowed by a lack of people, not just tech. So, the main problem was there was tech availability for this green, for this, you know, sustainability and the green um, transitions. But the main problem was the people were not ready, or the people lacked that skills, or they lacked the knowledge of the sustainability and green transition. So, what was the solution proposed? The WJ Group responded by launching the Green Skills Lab, an initiative that brought hands on sustainability training to life. From carbon conscious construction to circular economy models, the lab provided real world learnings. And it wasn't just for employees. WJ actively partnered with local schools and community groups to build a green talent pipeline. It wasn't just for the company, it was for the society. It also included the society. And the result? A rising awareness of green skills across the infrastructure sector. WJ positioned itself as both an employer of choice and a sustainability leader. More importantly, it created long term pipelines for talent, advancing national ESG goals, that is, environment, social, and governance goals, while strengthening their business. So, WJ, just a road marking company, turned to an sustainability leader just by an initiative called Green Skills Lab. And here, what they did, instead of just training their employees for the sustainability, they started training the community and the schools. That means they become uh, a national leader for advancing the national and ESG goals. With that, They started strengthening their businesses. Along with that, they started preparing a, a long term pipeline of talent. So this was the case study. This was what WJ Group did. That we saw the problem, we saw the challenge they faced, and we saw how they started approaching to that challenge and their initiatives to solve this challenge. So what can we learn from this? Let us see one by one. Number one, sustainability is a skills challenge, not just a tech challenge. Once again, sustainability is a skills challenge, not just a tech challenge. Many companies focus on buying the latest green tech. WJ understood that unless the workforce evolves, the tools won't matter. Talent development, not just technology, is a critical driver of ESG success. You invest in the best green techs, technology, sustainable technologies. But if your people, if your team, if your employees are not trained, or they don't have a mindset of sustainability, if they are unaware of this concept, there is no use. The money is total waste. So to in order for an ESG success, talent development is equally important, and it's not just about technology. So you have to evolve your workforce in order for them to accept this green technologies and start using them wisely, and to create a better society as well as a better business. Number 2, upskilling can be a strategic differentiator. By building in house training capabilities, WJ created not just a skilled workforce but a competitive advantage. Upskilling moved from being an HR issue to a business strategy. Very important. That's a lesson every operations or HR leader should remember. Upskilling is not, or providing skills to the workforce is not just an HR issue. It becomes a company strategy, because if a company should do best in the business, it all depends on the workforce it has, it all depends on the team it has, it all depends on the employees it has. So it's not just about um, just normal training. No, it is an efficient training that you have to provide as a company. It's not just an HR department's issue, it's a company. It's from the top leader to the most junior most. Everyone should undergo training, should start accepting those lessons, the knowledge, and then put it into the business, and you see your business will grow. So it's not just an HR issue, it's a company strategy. And that's what WJ, for WJ, upskilling became a business strategy. And that is why they started doing good in their business. Number 3, community investment drives long term talent access. WJ didn't just hire, they taught. They taught not only to their employees but to the society. Investing in local schools and colleges built trust, brand equity, and long term access to skilled labor. So it's a form of CSR that also supports recruitment, and it's a brilliant dual benefit. You see here what they did, just not by teaching employees, but when they started investing in teaching, for teaching in local schools, colleges. Number one, they started building their trust that this company is doing something with for the society. So there is a trust amongst the people outside, in the society, that this is there is a company called WJ Group, and you know they're doing so much for the society. Second, they started building their brand. So now everyone started knowing about WJ Group, from children to college students to teachers to everyone, to even to the parents and everyone in the society. And Through this, what they did is they started preparing their future employees. So their skilled labor pipeline started increasing. So you see, just with one green skill lab, and their investment in towards educating the society, what they got the brand, they got the recognition, and they are started building their own pipeline of great skilled workforce. So it's a dual benefit, we say, right? Number four, partnerships amplify impact. Instead of acting isolation, that is acting alone, WJ partnered with education providers, charities, and councils. This network based approach reflects a modern MBA theme, that is scaling impact through collaboration, not competition. I think from, even if you have seen my last videos, this has been a main point in every business case study, that doing it alone and doing it, trying to achieve everything alone has never ever worked, or has been very rarely successful. So collaboration and not competition, this is the line we should always remember. When we work together rather than just doing everything alone, working together provides a better result, provides a better business, provides a better society, because we all are together. Competitions are good, but collaborations are more better. Number five, sustainability adds brand value even in non glamorous sectors. Let's face it, road marking, it's not a very big, like Google or Apple. No, road marking, it's not glamorous. But WJ turned an overlooked industry into a sustainability leader. Now you see, just a road marking company becoming a sustainability leader in the world, in UK, and everyone started knowing about it. For students and founders alike, this shows that any business, no matter how boring, can innovate, inspire, and lead, right? Any boring company can innovate, inspire, and lead if and only if the topmost leader starts thinking about it, starts implementing in its own company, on its people, and starts working together. And instead of just competition, but collaboration. So, any company, how small, how non popular, but they can always inspire, innovate, and lead. So we are coming to the end, and I hope this has been a great lesson for everyone, because we have learned not just about the company, but how, as a leader, we approach to sustainability, and how sustainability will help us and our business. So here's a quick question for you. How can your industry reimagine workforce development to lead the sustainability shift, and not follow it, to lead it? So you have to tell me, in whatever industry you're working, in whatever company you're working, how can your industry reimagine workforce development? Drop your comments on the comment box. Let's brainstorm it, right? Let's have a discussion. Let's have an open discussion, and let's have a very productive discussion on this. Thank you for joining us. And if you believe business education should be real, relevant, and rooted in the world we live in, this is the channel for you. So subscribe to BizCase Studio, hit that like button and the bell icon button for more updates. And stay tuned for the next case. Thank you.